Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. First, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you put a big thumbs up on the video, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd share the content around. So, the January transfer window has ended, and we have signed 2 players. Got to be honest, happy they were in the right positions. We've got a centre back. I know none of us knew about him before the window, or even about a week ago. But from all that I've seen of videos and stuff, he actually looks really good. Obviously, time will tell, and there's a lot of players who haven't made it in the Premier League, but we'll wait and see what happens with him, if he's good enough. It is a loan move. It's going to cost us £4 million with an extra £8 million if we want to buy him and make it permanent in the summer. Let me know what you guys think in the comments right now. Do you think he's good enough, or would you have gone all out for like Upamecano or somebody like that? Obviously, be realistic. And the other one, Cedric Soares, kind of again came out of the blue, just like Pablo. Again, let me know what you guys think of him in the comments now. Do you think he's going to be a good signing? Do you think he's a cheap signing? I know it's a £5 million move on loan until the end of the season, at which point he becomes a free agent. So we could sign him, or we could just not, and he'll be a free agent in the summer. Let me know what you guys think. Like I say, leave it in the comments. Personally, myself, I think we brought in 2 shrewd moves. Although I've got to admit, I'm not 100% sure about Cedric Soares. I'd have probably just carried on playing Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I mean, I know he's only played like 5 games, but he's looked absolutely brilliant. I mean, you know, remember the game against Crystal Palace? He literally had Zaha in his pocket the whole fucking game. And then even then, Bellerin's come back. So I would have probably not done that move. But again, let me know what you guys think. One player I think we should have probably signed is Thomas Lemar on loan with a view to the end of the season. I know there's, again, conflicting sorts. Some people rate him, some people don't. I just think that to have him on loan until the end of the season with an option to buy would have given us a good chance to have a look at him, see if he's up to scratch, see if he'll make it in the Premier League, see if he's injury prone, and then put a bid in from there. I mean, the fee that was being touted around was £33.5 million. So that's a no-brainer if he does make it and we get for that fee. Even if you sold him after a year or two and he didn't really quite make it after that, we'd still easily get our money back on him. So I reckon that was a deal that was well worth doing myself. Moving on then, guys, we've got a game tomorrow afternoon against Burnley at 2 o'clock. I believe Sky Sports is showing it. Bit of injury news to bring you. So David Luiz and Aubameyang are back from suspension, so they should be playing. And we are doing fitness tests on Kolasinac, Nelson and Mustafi. The latter one, Mustafi, again, not expected to play after he was stretched off against Bournemouth. And they do also assessing Pablo and Cedric Soares. Again, 2 players I'm not convinced are going to make it. It's going to come a game too soon for them. For those of you who don't know, we're actually on a winter break after this game. We're flying out to Dubai for a week, or there's a 2-week gap. So, you know, there'll be 2 weeks there for them to assess them properly, get them up to full fitness, you know, so on and so forth. Going to read you out now what the manager said about the game. Starting with Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta has said Turf Moor is one of the most English grounds. What they do it really well. They are specialists to do that. The type of game they want to play makes it really difficult for the opponent, so we need to be ready for a battle. Be clever, take the game where we want, and go there with complete focus and energy and a very clear plan, because if not, they are very hard to deal with. Totally agree. I mean, Burnley have got where they are from defending properly, you know, giving 100% and just being difficult to beat, just being a really fucking a bitch of a team to play against. And if I'm honest with you, I know we've actually done quite well against Burnley, but these are the sort of games that we slip up in. Playing against teams that, you know, do you remember Sam Allardyce's Bolton teams? We always used to come unstuck against them, and that was even when we had like Van Persie or Nasri or Fabregas or wherever else we had in. We always really struggle against these teams. The teams we sort of do well against are the teams who are sort of slightly lesser than us but know how to play football, are the Bournemouths of the world, you know, who try and play good attacking football like we do. We usually, you know, just slightly better at them. We do well against them. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game against Burnley. Again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your score predictions are. I am going to go for a 2-1 win. I just think that we're just starting to turn the tide now. And hopefully we can kick on now. And we've actually got a run of games, which I'm going to read out in a second, where there's about 8 or 9 games where if we can just get on a winning run, we will be surging up that table. I mean, the table is so close at the moment. I mean, there's 4 of us teams, including Burnley, who are on 30 points themselves. And I've said it before, if we win both our next couple of games, if the other results go away, we could be 5th in the table. So people are saying top 4 is out of hand. I don't think it is, but the Europa League definitely isn't. So our next run of games is obviously Burnley away, which we've got tomorrow morning. Newcastle then at home after the winter break. We've also then got Everton at home. I know they resurged after Ancelotti's got there. They had a brilliant win today. They were 2-0 down to Watford away from home. They scored 2 goals in injury time in the first half. And then Theo Walcott, remember him? He got a 90th minute winner for them, so they won the game 3-2. But Everton again at home, you'd like to think we could turn them over. We then have an FA Cup game against Portsmouth away. Not really bothered about that. Should be a formality, really. In between there, we do have 2 games against Olympiacos in Europa League, home and away. Moving on from there, we have West Ham at home. Again, another game we should be able to win. Brighton away, Southampton away, and Norwich at home. Again, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Premier League games where you're thinking we should be able to take points there, or we should be the favourites to win the game. So if we can just keep this momentum going, especially with David Luiz back now, the 2 new signings and Aubameyang, hopefully there's no reason why we shouldn't be surging up that table. Again, like I said, Portsmouth should be a formality. Olympiacos, again, I don't know a lot about them, but you'd like to think we'd be a better team than them. I don't know how the left back that we were linked with, and they've also got Valbuena. Do you remember that French winger who used to play for Marseille? I think he scored a couple of goals against England at Wembley back in the day. They got him, but he's aging now. I think he's 35 years old. So other than that, I've not heard of any of their players. So it should be a game that we should be able to win. And after those 7 games, it gets a bit trickier towards the end of the season. We were supposed to play Manchester City within that time, but because they got to the EFL League Cup final, that game has been pushed back to a further date. So we could actually play Man City later on within them 7. But as of yet, that's our next 7 home Premier League games. After that, we have to play Wolves away, Leicester at home, Spurs away, Man City at home, and I think then Liverpool at home before we go on. I think Villa and Watford are the last 2 games of the season. So yeah, we should be looking to take pretty much maximum points from these next 7 games. Again, let me know what you think. Let me know where you think we could finish. Do you think top 4's gone? I personally don't think so. I know we've had a shocking season, but I think the league is so condensed at the moment. Everyone's so close together. Even the bottom teams are difficult to beat. That if we can put a run together, there's no reason why we couldn't be up there, or at least challenging. So I'm just going to read you out now, actually, before I forget, what Sean Dyke said. Putting 2 wins back to back is hard enough in the Premier League. Point I've just sort of touched on. We've taken 12 points from the last 8 games, and we are onto something. But we have to put that in again. Yeah, good point as well from there. I completely forgot. So they actually went to Old Trafford. I know they're shit at the moment, but they went to Old Trafford and they beat Manchester United 2-0 the other week. So look, they're going to be no mugs, and they're on a roll, like they said there, and they're trying to put another win together. So again, we need to battle first and foremost. If we're not going to do that, we'll fucking lose the game 100%. Moving on, then I'm going to give you my start 11 for the Burnley game, and you can let me know in the comments what your starting 11 would be. In goal, I'm going to go for Leno. Pretty obvious, solid choice there, right? I think Martinez he's actually done really good as a reserve keeper, but he's pretty much our cup keeper at the moment. Right back Bellerin, he keeps his place. Hasn't put a foot wrong since been back in the team. I don't be surprised if he's still captain. Going into centre defence, going to go for Socrates and David Luiz. Remember, again, David Luiz is back from suspension, and he should be well rested after having that game off against Bournemouth. Left back then, going to go for Saka. Again, this guy just hasn't put a foot wrong. I'm actually really impressed with this guy. For all the young lads who've come through, like Willock, got rave reviews, Nketiah, all these guys, Saka's actually impressed me the most. I mean, he's playing left wing. He's been brilliant. He's played left back. He's been brilliant. He even looks like it doesn't even look like we're not playing with like a recognised left back, does it? He's scoring goals. He's getting assists. I remember even when he came up in the Europa League final against Chelsea that time, where he almost scored and he just put it past the post. Absolutely gutted for him there. But for me, he's the most impressive out of all youngsters so far. I think he's been absolutely outstanding. So that completes our back four. Again, just to the two guys protecting the defence, going to go for as much as I love Guendouzi. Again, this is when it's a battle. Not that he doesn't, but I just feel that that's our most solid defensive pairing. And like I said, anyone who knows me knows that I don't really rate and I do Guendouzi, but I just feel that be in a game like this, we need those two guys there to protect the defence. Moving forward, then going to have Nicola Pepe on the right wing. Really hoping he steps up now. Like I said before, he's done okay so far. I really want to see more of him. I'm hoping next season will be a lot better for him. Remember that Henry, Bergkamp, Pires, all these guys all took a year to settle in, and after that they flew. But a good year for them guys to settle in. So going to go for Nicola Pepe on the right. On the left, going to go for Martinelli. Again, has been so impressive since he came in the team. Scoring that goal against Chelsea and just generally being a good, hard-working guy. I mean, I remember all the running back he was doing against Chelsea. I mean, he was absolutely outstanding. Put Mesut Ozil to shame. And moving on to that number 10 position, I'm going for Dani Ceballos. I don't feel that we can play Mesut Ozil against Burnley. We need every man to battle in this game. And I'm sorry, but Mesut Ozil just doesn't do it. When he does track back, he's pretend stuff. He's pretending to track, pretending to track, or he's not really doing anything. We can't afford any players to do that against Burnley because they'll just beat us. And up front, I'm going to put the man back in the team, Aubameyang. I know that means Lacazette drops to the bench, but in all honesty, I think that's the right thing to do. I think Auba's been absolutely outstanding this season, and he needs to play in the centre. So many people have said it now. It's his best position. He's a goal scorer. It's what he does best, and he needs to play in that centre striking position for me. Lacazette, again, I know that means put him on a bench, but I think a couple of games on the bench will do him good. Again, after this game, we have the winter break. So I'm just hoping that after that, maybe he'll get his confidence again, maybe take the pressure from him a bit, everyone sort of forget about it, and he can kick on from there. So the bench then, that pretty much picks itself after that 11. I'm going for Martinez sub-keeper, obviously, Mesut Ozil, Lacazette, Rob Holding, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock, and Eddie Nketiah to line up the bench. So yeah, after all our injuries and stuff like that, and people who aren't quite fit enough yet, that kind of picks itself, that bench after that. Again, guys, let me know what you think. Do you agree with the lineup? Who would you put in the team? Just think that we really need to get these 3 points now. It's all good and well getting these draws and playing well and battling hard, but it's all about them 3 points. And I don't care how the fuck we do it. We just need to get those 3 points by hook or by crook. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, guys. Again, let me know in the comments what you think. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Put a big thumbs up on the video, and if you could share the content around, I really appreciate that. If you're not following me on Instagram, Soares, make sure you do that. And I've also got a Facebook page, go check that out as well. Until next time, guys, have a good one.